Hello, visuals. Welcome to still an emotionally driven ramble on podcast with me and Chris in the kitchen as the heat starts to climb and I've started to sweat once again. We're back from The Wild Robot, an adorable film. But we'll talk about that next week. How's Chris? What's the crack?
I'm good. Not much is the crack. Just plodding on with work. I had a night out. I had the first night out.
Oh, do tell. Spill the beans on your night out because you're not much of a dancer or out.
No.
Did you have a boogie?
No.
Oh, he said that with such ridiculous. No. Of course I did not boogie.
No.
Why don't you like boogieing?
I've just never really been a dancer. Plus, I've never really been able to go to nightclubs.
Oh shit! Yeah, emails. That will never not be. People listening to this are going, "The fuck's emails got to do with a nightclub?" But when was your night out?
Huh?
When was it? Your night out?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. What?
Yeah.
Out town.
No. Up north in the wagon.
You mean it's stopping out on the night?
Yeah.
Yo, when he said night out, I thought you meant a night out.
No.
What the fuck? When he said I had a night out, it usually implies a night out.
Well, you know I don't do them.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. That's why I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you had a night out, did you? Oh, you stopped out for the night.
I did. It's a night out.
Yeah, no, it is. You're not wrong. But the normal term, we're having a night out tonight. Oh, it's a night out. I'm going a night out. Usually means boogieing. You must be thinking, what the fuck you're about boogieing?
I thought you were just taking the piss.
What the fuck, mate? Oh, I love this shit that we do. I fucking love it. Right, next week, me and Chris have got quite a busy old weekend.
We're just moving on, are we?
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened in your night out, sorry. I thought you were just saying night out. Carry on, sorry.
Just let me go back in. I was up at Aberdeen, stayed the night, came on Wednesday. I came on Thursday.
And had a boogie. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's like, that's probably the second funniest thing I've heard all day. The first being whatever the fuck that trailer was to that film. Dog Man. Fucking dog.
You just fucking burst out.
Well, it's a film because it's so obvious, right? Because you go, yeah, you put the head of a dog on a man's body. This isn't a horror film right now.
No, it's a kid's adaptation.
Police film thing?
Yeah?
Yeah, a kid's film. But when he burst out the door and they just literally went, Dog Man, it was just, you thought, come on, be a bit more elaborate, change it, like fucking, if he's a policeman and whatever dog he is, like Labracop or some shit like that. And yeah, Dog Man. Because it even froze for a split second. It's fucking stupid. It looks horrendous when I need to watch it. Because that's a weird combination.
Yeah.
Because the dog's going to be like, not having a clue. And I'm assuming all of the man's now dead. I know his body's there, but if the brain's being controlled by the dog, surely all of the man's just dead now.
I'm guessing so.
So the dog's going to be walking around going, why is my dick not a red rocket?
Well, I mean, you would think that.
Well, you'd go straight to that, surely, wouldn't you?
No.
Because obviously they lick themselves and clean themselves. They're used to red rockets, the bit of lipstick. They'll be like, what the fuck? Why is my foreskin not hairy as shit?
I don't know.
Because obviously theirs is. Yeah, fucking I do. His willy wagger's always fucking wondering. It's about time to do a video and go to the back and just see him getting on the bed and his willy wagger. You know, what the fuck are you doing, you creepy bastard? No, next weekend we've got quite a busy weekend, an amazing weekend to look forward to. Kicking us off, midnight release for Venom, a Smith's toy trip, and then our nice little, hopefully to be scary, Last of Us woods walk. Please be fucking scary. So next week's absolutely ram-packed. I've been doing loads of shit. You might have seen this because you like documentaries and weird videos and shit. I've been watching loads of stuff on this. I'm going to say this wrong because all week I've been trying to figure out how you pronounce this. The Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that how you say
the Appalachians, it? The Appalachian Mountains.
I see, in my head, I feel like I've been saying it wrong.
The Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachian. See, it's one of the things you say at once, you start to question it. Appalachian Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So you know about it?
I don't know about it, but I know the small crap.
Apparently, any sort of supernatural alien, ghost, ghoul, demon, whispers in the wind sort of shit happens in this fucking... I don't even know if it's a town or a city or what. I think it's a little town. I'm fairly confident it is. Chris can goggle it quickly.
I'm going to have to speak because I had no idea how to fucking spell
Appalachian. Nah, no fucking chance, mate. You want me to fucking spell no?
Appalachian Mountains.
Oh, it's quite good, Chris. It's googling, and I can hear the rain. It's like
The Appalachian Mountains are a mountain range in the eastern Northern America that stretches from Newfoundland, Newfoundland, and Labrador in Canada.
Oh, there. It's in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Or parts of it in Canada.
Stretches
Right. Okay.
down and to the central Alabama.
Right. So is it? So there'll be multiple towns inside of that.
2,000 miles long.
Oh, so there's gonna be multiple sort of settlements and shit.
Includes more than 60 major mountains.
60,000 mountains?
No, just 60.
Or 60 mountains?
60, yeah.
Oh, right, so if it's 60 fucking... I was going to say, I thought there was like 4 mountains in the world that people give a shit about. The rest are just hills. Because I still don't know when a hill becomes a mountain. Honestly, think about that. When does a hill become a mountain?
When it gets too tall.
What's too tall?
I don't know. Don't go down this fucking rabbit hole.
But anyway, my point is, I don't know if you're still on it. There's loads of weird shit that comes from here. I don't know if you can goggle, mysteries in the Appalachian Mountains or whatever. There's people say they have to be in their house at a certain time, very much like Fromville. There's always whispering and shit in the bushes and stuff. There's talks of UFOs, crazy haunted houses.
Because they are the oldest mountains on Earth.
And that's why they're allegedly supernatural.
Mm-hmm. And they're always moving.
The fucking mountains move.
Mm-hmm.
See, I've been watching a lot of shit. No one's once mentioned that. How do the mountain... What do you mean they walk up and fuck off?
No, the tectonics.
Oh, the tectonic plates?
Yes.
So we need Dwayne The Rock Johnson involved.
Well, if you want to just punch a rock.
Well,
yes.
He's the only man in history that can fight an earthquake and win. I suppose Jason Momoa fought a megalodon, went head on with it, and he's come out all right. But yeah, there's loads of supernatural shit. It's quite a fun little rabbit hole to go down and just... I have also seen some people say I've been living here for years and I've literally not heard anything. But it's one of them sort of towns where I'm like... Or I say towns, I don't know which part of it is a town or whatnot. Where I just think that'll be quite fun to just explore them because of how creepy and ominous it already is. It's like, what's happening? Owl people, Mothman... Everything seems to originate or come from here. Oh, fucking Mothman. What are you typing there, sir?
No, I'm just bringing up, see what mysteries we've got.
Yeah, there's some dodgy shit. Cryptoids. Anything to do with cryptoids, to be fair, is just fun to explore. As Chris Googles, there's a film coming out soon. It's very much like The Purge, but it's everybody's got werewolf DNA, and one night a year the government let people look at the moon and go nuts for a night. Mm-hmm. It looks quite fun. Sorry, just we were talking about cryptoids.
There are many monsters, cryptic shit that live in the mountains. It's just the mountains. We have Bigfoot, we've got Mothman, we've got Grafton monster.
Don't know what that one is.
A Grafton monster. It's a massive biblical creature creature with short fur that was spotted in West Virginia in the 1950s.
Oh.
We have the wombat cat. That's a mouthful.
That sounds like something that's real.
The wombat cat. It's a large black feline creature that lives in the woods. It's embodiment of a female onlooker. Don't know. We have a smoke wolf.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
A massive canine with eyes as red as the sun that some say kills for fun.
Oh, I thought the sun was orange.
Mm-hmm. We have a raven mocker. I think I'm saying that right. It's a shape-shifting Bigfoot standing 7 feet tall with a black fur and solid white eyes.
They got so many details to what obviously aren't real creatures.
No idea. We've got a silver giant. So obviously it's just a gorilla, a bear. We've got Wolfman.
Oh.
So it's not as bad as your Dogman.
No.
It's a large canine mammal that is said to be roaming the hills of Wolf County, Kentucky.
So Wolfman from Wolf County.
Yeah.
That's too fucking on the nose.
And we have Spearfinger.
Fuck is that?
A monster and witch in fucking LA. Cherokee legends.
Is that a Cherokee, like an Native American?
Yeah. That live amongst the eastern tide of Tanzania and the western parts of northern Carolina.
Right. Why is there so many monsters here?
No idea.
Surely that's invading each other's territory.
Oh yeah, you think that they'll all fight each other off?
Yeah, Wolfman's gonna be like, hang on, Mothman, can you? These are the people I kill, Mothman. Yeah. I feel like that's all Mothman ever says, though.
There's a Norton Creek Trail in the Great Smoke Mountains. It's also said to be haunted by two legends, including the settler killer. Wait there, included one about the settler killed by Indians.
This is why Chris does audiobooks visuals.
Yeah, I don't read shit. I can't read. I'm thick. Well, I'm not thick.
You got them street smarts, boy.
I'm not thick. I'm just
big boned.
Dyslexic.
My simple word, because I am genuinely thick. My quick answer is I'm autistic. That's just my answer now, mate.
I'm special.
I'm special. Much chocolates, mama. Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit that goes on. I highly recommend you just watch videos and shit on it, because it is interesting. I don't believe there's these men and shit running around. But it's just a fun little rabbit hole to go down. You think, I'd love to wander around there. Be in the woods on a rainy night, just listening to what's around you. There'll be something to do. If you're saying, you mentioned we've got Cherokees there. So I wonder if that's a stretch of land where there's a lot of Native American settlements or some shit. Because they obviously had a lot of urban myths and legends in their culture and shit. So I wonder if any of that's from it. But it's an interesting thing to look into, the Appalachian Mountains. I still, no matter how many times you say that's correct, I still think I'm doing it wrong. So I highly recommend you do it. It's a fun little watch. Well, it depends what you watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look.
But somewhere I'd love to go and explore and have a look around the Appalachian Mountains.
Well, if you're paying, we'll have a wander.
I owe you it.
We'll just have to put you on hold for the next 5 years with all your Lego.
Fuck's sake.
And your Pokemon and whatever else you buy.
There's X-Men starting next month. There's a brand new Pokemon set to start next month. It can't be done. It's physically impossible.
Told you, I need to give Laura your card and we need to fucking put you in an allowance.
I would just start sucking businessman dick. I would wait. Where would businessman be in Carlisle? The Ibis Hotel. I would wait outside the Ibis Hotel and say, suck on the dick for the Pokemon pack. And they go, okay, no worries. They'll go down there. I'll take all the jizz. I will take it. It's like...
You're not really selling yourself yet.
Have you ever...
No.
You don't watch Brassic. I'd still highly recommend you do, because it's Vinny.
It's I don't really do British
Neither do I.
stuff.
And neither do I.
I couldn't get away with Royal Family or
nothing like that, mate.
In-Betweeners.
No, In-Betweeners.
I just don't really do British shit.
Brassic is...
I'm secretly American.
Born in the USA.
That's why I always wear jeans and boots.
It's these boots from my walking. It's, for me, single-handedly one of the greatest TV shows of all. It's in my top 10. I did a video on it. Go check it out, guys. Phenomenal. Anyway, there's a farmer in this show since season 1 that's been obsessed with bukkake, and he talks like that. You want a bukkake? He's a fucking weird, somewhat kind of a little bit racist farmer. He's a dodgy fucking bastard. By the way, when I first learned out what bukkake was, it haunted me for the rest of
What is it?
You don't know what one is?
No.
I think it's Japanese, right? The word itself seems very Japanesey, and it seems like a Japanesey thing. Let's put it this way. You have multiple members in...
Well, it be just easier to Google.
No, don't Google it, mate. It's fucking disgusting.
Okay.
Which is why it's funny that a farmer keeps saying it on the TV show. It's a bunch of men. I don't know if there's an exact number for a bukkake. What makes it a bukkake? Let's say there's 10, and there's a lovely girl, and they just complete on her together.
Okay.
And that's it.
Fair enough.
It's fucking so destroying, mate.
Say no more.
When I was young, like dead young, I've discovered my Willie does stuff, and then you're looking through porn and go, what's this? And you watch it, and then you just you don't go on internet for fucking age thinking, I can't do this. My brain wasn't for this. Anyway, now you know what it is. There's a farmer that's been mentioned it since season 1. He keeps saying about bloody bukkake porn. And then we had the newest season, and he sat there talking to another lad, the rat catcher, who always talks to the rats to make him his friend so he can bring them in and shit. And he's like, I want to do a bukkake. And the guy's like, right, all right, Jim. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, just quickly asking, who's the one getting spaffed on? He's like, well, it's me, isn't it? Fucking old farmer, mate. Would it be? I'm not saying I'd like it. I just want to try it. Fucking try it. And he's sat, because I said to Laura, because she's nearly finished it, I said, why is every season he's always mentioning a bukkake? And now we get to the new one, he's just sat in the car, just sat there chilling, they're on a job, and he's like, I want to do a bukkake. The guy's like, who's getting spaffed on, Jim? Well, me, isn't it? It's fucking unbelievable, mate. And hearing a farmer, because he's got another farmer next door, he calls him a Polish twat. Fuck off, you Polish twat. He's fucking weird. He always, every time the police come to the farm, he always gets his bum out. He just gets, as soon as the police say he's there with his ass out. And just hearing that, I was thinking that's something I never thought my mind would ever have to. It's an old farmer mentioning this.
Fair enough.
And it just completed me. It's one of the best pieces of acting as well. I'm saying this legitimately come from season 6 of Brassic, a proper heartwarming piece about. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking. I'm thinking about a robot there, but it's a pure about abandonment and not having a mum, but your friends being there for you and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a fucking brilliant show.
Okay.
Bukkake. just check it out. Appalachian Mountains, mate.
Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachia.
Appalachia.
It's been fucking years since I've done any sort of pornography shit. I'm genuinely scared of what it looks like now. And how accessible it is.
Well, it's fucking very accessible. You just type in any word and it'll come up.
But like the amount of categories and shit that must be on there now. Because I imagine when the porno first started, you had missionary and a husband and wife in a committed relationship. And that was the only category you got. And then the year later it's got a bit of doggy and foreplay whilst Aunt Agatha watches in the corner.
Yeah.
And then now there'll be, I want to be hung upside down whilst a pentagram's being cut into my chest and there's people singing Kumbaya around us and then Satan's ear just whacking off.
Yeah.
There'll be fucking categories like that.
Yeah, there's a... Like I said, I don't really do much myself, to be fair.
No, it's so nice.
There is a variety.
An erection selection.
Yeah.
There is I'm going to put my dick in.
Yeah.
I'd fucking... There's a lad at work that always goes. He always says he's not into it. The amount of times he mentions cartoon porn, like he loves when he sees like Marge Simpson in the corner and shit. Yeah, I always think.
Does cartoon porn still go?
I fuck knows. Well, hentai is huge. I know hentai
is huge, but that's not really cartoon. That's
anime.
Yeah.
Well, it's animated. It's dodgy. I'm going to bring it up. I know I already said it to you. I'm going to say a couple more tales just because we're on this fucking route. We've gone down the dick sand. We're sweating. How are you not cold? Hot? It's fucking boiling, mate.
You are wearing a big fleece.
A big fleece. There's a big fleece. Look at my big fleece. I was telling Chris about the Game Freak leaks that happened. And I've now got a question because for all my life I've been playing a game full of pedophiles. That these Pokemon leaks have come out about certain bits of Pokemon data, and Typhlosion being the biggest. We've had the Diddler come out not long ago, and now we've got Typhlosion. And somebody was playing Pokemon Go, and there was a wild Typhlosion next to a park, which is all kinds of nonsense shit. People writ these backstories for Pokemon and put them in the game, then hid them in the code and covered over it so you couldn't see it. Why did they write it in, Chris? There's an Octillery. Sorry, I've just asked you a question. I'm Karen talking. Pure Kevin Smith in you. Can't help it. There's a Pokemon called Octillery whose mouth is constantly... There's a story about that, mate, where a guy every day goes to the beach and goes, oh, there's an Octillery there. I better chuck it back in the sea. Quickly abuses its mouth, chucks it back in, and it comes back the next day. And that story ends with Ursaring, a big bear, getting sliced up, multiple of them, getting sliced up by this kid who's just found a sword. we went from face fucking a squid to loads of bears being stabbed.
Okay.
Fuck, mate. This is a franchise I adore.
Well, all I can think of on that one is fucking Arthur.
Arthur.
And the other one, I don't know. Maybe they are pedos. I don't know.
There's a story of
it's Japanese.
Yeah.
It's Japan.
Yeah.
You know what the history is like with Japan and little girls and shit like that.
Yeah, they're very. It's too out there, a bit too much. There's a.
They don't hide it. That's the issue.
They definitely don't.
They don't hide it. It's
100%.
out there. You can get little fucking free. What's the word? What am I looking
Figures?
for? Holograms.
Yeah.
Little holograms of girls and just in your car.
Yeah, and it's a
weird
country I love so much.
I want to visit.
And everything about it's amazing. And Dragon Ball and Pokemon and all this other cool shit. The architecture, the history, Shogun stuff. Beautiful. And then you see this, you're like, oh, what the fuck are we doing? I don't get what we're doing. There's a story about a Rapidash and a Ponyta. One of the Rapidash eventually marries a human, so the human stops killing the Rapidash and the Ponyta for meat. It says, keep the women and children, but you can kill the men. But a man kills a woman, Rapidash, wears its mane, and then his mate kills him. And you're thinking, why are we doing this? This is Pokemon. It's a horrible story. There's a weird one of a Pokemon called Slackoff, which is just a sloth. It's just a sloth, and these 4 girls keep going to the woods every day to beat them up. Just to beat up these little Slackoffs. But then a Slackoff evolves into this thing called a Slacking, which is big and massive, and it abuses one of them and has a weird Slackoff human baby with them. And then the girls come back and beat up the weird human kid baby thing. Why did they put this in the game data, mate?
Oh,
It's fucking... Oh, my God. Because the worst thing is, right, I always used to joke about, like, hey, I'm a 31-year-old bloke, I'm the poster child for nonsense, and it's fucking horrible. And then shit like this starts to come out, you're like, oh my God, no, please. It's a joke. You're making this too fucking real. It's horrible.
Which game is this, like...
Well, this is the OG. Well, they data mined it from Game Freak, and it's been in the code, but I'm assuming it's the original game, because none of the stuff that comes up... Because usually the Pokédex entries are fucking weird. Some of them are, like... But, like, usually creepy weird. Like, Driftbloon's a balloon, and it'll say, Driftbloon tricks kids into thinking it's a balloon so it can carry them away, and it just stops there.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming this is coding for the old, because he keeps saying at the start of all these stories, when the veil between the world of Pokemon and humans was opened, they had a different relationship. And then all these different stories ensue.
And obviously this came out in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And laws have changed since the 90s down.
Yeah.
Not really so much for the problems of the Japanese lot, because they've still got specific things, like you can have sex when you're 14 and it's fine for them. It's not for us.
Yeah.
So it's things like that. It was all a norm back then for them. I know it's cringy as it sounds.
It's fine to cheat as well if you're a husband and you go to a certain... I watched a video of a guy touring Japan, and he went to one of their brothel lanes, and the girls that were approaching him were like, oh, here, and I was like, what the fuck? And the guy didn't do it with him. He was just doing a tour of Japan. He goes, this is their red light district area. And if I was him, I'd have been like, can you please go? Because he was like, do you like foreign boys? And I was thinking, get out. She's like 20 odd, but the way she's talking sounds nonsense as fuck. And I'm just waiting for him to get out. He just had a lovely day. And I don't know what he did in between edits. It's fucking all kinds of
weird. Well, after that, yeah, it's that's all your world, that one, so I can't really go down much.
Well, it's that much of a norm. The guy at work constantly, oh, do you want to go over Pikachu and that? And I go, no, I couldn't live in a world where fucking Misty from Pokemon was doing weird shit, and I go back and watch the anime because it's like I can't do superhero shit. I can't. If somebody's like, "Oh, I'll dress up as, fucking Gwen Stacy," no, because next time I got a reader and I'm reading it, I couldn't give her eye contact. I'm like, separate the two entities, please. Just fuck off. But it's already a normal.
See, some people like that shit, though.
No, some people do. I personally can't do it. Like, I'll dress up as Spider-Man, I'll web you up. No, Spider-Man's there.
You always say you want to dress up as Peter Parker or Miles Morales.
Yeah, because it's cool as shit. Not to get
Laura might like that thing.
Not to get my red rocket out. She hates the fact that she's dating somebody that already fucking loves Spider-Man.
She might ask you to dress up as fucking Mr. Skinny Bones from...
Skinny Bones?
I don't know. No, from the Nightmare People.
Oh, you mean Jack Skellington?
Yeah.
Oh, she's not a big nightmare thingy. See, if I dress up as Spider-Man and somebody, like Laura, was like, oh yeah, it's role play. We aren't doing the business. I'm sorry. She's a damsel in distress. We're getting a third party involved to be the Green Goblin. We're going to have a fight on the front.
We're going to have a full-on battle.
Yeah, we are not doing anything like that. Not if there's dress-up happening, like if I go around and I'm fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi or whatever, or Anakin and she's Padme, I'm going to be like, I don't like sand, and I'm going to pretend to do. No chance. There's no fucking chance it's happening. I'm sorry, that's how immature I am.
Yes. That's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. But I feel like if I go to Japan, they're going to confuse me for a 40-year-old
I don't think
girl.
you'll like it then, if that's the case.
No, because obviously not every Japanese person's like that, and not every part of Japan is.
No.
But I don't want the old dirty men to confuse me for a 40. Oh look, there's a 14-year-old little white girl. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And then they're going to have me in a back alley being like, oh, we can give you some exclusive Pokemon cards. And then next thing you know, they're all sat there.
Well, you did say you want some Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd roleplay see if I got around to Laura's and she was sat there and she had like a guitar and like a hat on and she was like,
who the fuck she did? Billy Joel or something?
Wait. She strums a guitar, she pulls her hat up, and then she dresses like
Pedro
Pascal from not the Gentleman. What's the fucking Eggsy films?
Huh?
The Eggsy films. The where he's Secret Service. Oh my god, Colin Firth's in it. There's Sam Jackson's in the first one. Everyone's heads exploding. It's like a Skittles advert. You know what it is? It's kind of like a James Bond type film without being James Bond. Country road, take me home, and then it explodes. The fuck are they called?
Oh.
The Gentleman. No, I keep saying the Gentleman's not the Gentleman. You'll know exactly what films they are. But anyway, Pedro's in there as a bad guy, and he's like a cowboy. If she was round there and she gave me a Pedro bad guy, I would be all over that.
I don't think I've seen this film.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Gonna be somebody sat here listening to this going, damn, it's fucking this. Type in Eggsy on Google, because it's a new way I did.
Type in what?
Eggsy.
Eggsy?
Yeah.
What the fuck's all that?
The fucking...
How I spell Eggsy?
Just do EGGSY. XI.
Kingsman?
The Kingsman! Yes, the Kingsman.
Yeah, I've never watched any of the Kingsman.
Have you not watched the Kingsman? They're fucking brilliant.
Again, it's British stuff.
Yeah, it's the film though.
But yeah, I love James Bond.
Yeah, it is very much James Bond, but it's like...
Well, it's sly.
It's it's not the same, because it's the starting of like MI5 and MI6, but it's like where they all go to train and all that kind of shit.
Aye.
There's a choreographed scene in the church with Colin Firth doing this fight sequence, and it's fucking phenomenal. It is so good. And they did a prequel not long ago, the first Kingsman or whatever it's called. They're really good. They're proper good. But yeah, Pedro's in the second one. Channing Tatum's in the second one. Anyway, the point was, if she was dressed as Pedro, because that's where the guitar and the hat and the...
No, you need Pedro as Joel.
Pedro's Joel looks fucking... Because when I first saw that new Last of Us trailer and he sat there on the porch and he's just sat there, my instant thought was, get your cock out. It wasn't, oh, he looks great. Oh, he looks happy. Get your cock out. That was my instant thought. Was just, I want to lay on his chest as he breathes. You know, like in Jurassic Park when she's listening to the free horn. I just want that to happen.
You're fucking weird.
It's just, why? Because I'm gay for Pedro.
Yes.
I need a t-shirt that just says I'm gay for Pedro.
Get Laura to get you one printed.
That shirt, to be fair, does kind of say enough. The Pedro Pascal shirt.
It does, like.
say enough about I'm gay for Pedro. I still always have this fantasy. You when you go to bed and you daydream for a bit.
No.
Oh, yeah, you don't do this shit like that, do you? Anyway, I always daydream about hypothetical scenarios that will never happen. I always imagine that one day a famous rich businessman hears me and you, and we somehow get like bought by some big company, and we're like super duper famous and rich, and we got a red carpet event. I always have this horrible daydream. It's my daydream that I'm making up. I always end it the same way. We're on the red carpet, and there's Pedro, and we meet, and he refuses to meet because of all the weird shit I've said, and I end up crying in a limo.
Sounds about right.
I don't know why I ended that way, because it's my daydream. He could be like, oh, so flattered, it's amazing, let's go back to my apartment and have our own diddler party.
Yeah, well, I get to hang out with him, chill.
I don't know what you do. I can't remember what you do, because as soon as I see him, the thing is, I go to limo and cry, so I don't know if you're still there, just taking pictures or doing what.
You just leave me, do you?
Yeah, you just carry on. I've got loads of you, me and you are, like, doing our own Star Wars shit, and, like, you'll die. And I'm like, I'll avenge you, and thinking. I always have one at the daydream at the.
How many times have you killed me off?
I killed myself off before loads though. I do like a noble sacrifice. It's weird as shit when I'm daydream. I've had us as Transformers and shit and everything. But there's one of those at the Christmas lights. We never go to them. Like, they're the shit as fuck. But all of a sudden, loads of people come in with guns and they surround the whole crowd outside the lanes at the Christmas lights. Right. And then you've got Costa there. Uh-huh. And all of a sudden, like, I just get pulled back. And remember Iron Man 3 when all the armor's attaching onto him? Like, out of nowhere. Vaguely. Yeah, Chris. That just starts happening to me in the crowd, and I fly around as Iron Man and save the day.
What happens to me? I get shot.
Well, no, you're just part of the crowd. Because it makes no sense anyway, because as I'm getting armoured up, the gunmen have always got enough time to kill people, but they don't. But then I save the day, and I get to turn the lights on at Christmas. It's so good, mate. Just do it tonight. Just lay down and just daydream about any sort of scenario. I've had ones where I had to save Carlo. I don't know why just Carlo. With Beyblade battles, Mario Kart battles, Yu-Gi-Oh battles. Like Carlo's under some threat, like some big monsters. It's like, we need the ultimate duelist, and I'll pop up and I'm like, I can duel to save the city. we duel it out and shit, and everyone's like, and they're probably cheering us and shit. It's weird. The one of the most common ones, one of the most absolute common ones is I always fantasize a Newcastle game. It's against Sunderland. It's in the Premier League, and they're sat second and we're first. But if they win, they would go first. And if we don't get more than a win, we would then come second. And it's 1-1. There's 7 minutes on the clock. There's always 7 minutes on the clock. And I'm playing centre back. And there's a corner coming in. We defend it. And I head it away, but I clatter into the goalpost, and I probably split my head there. Because Shearer had a bandage once where he put the count, but they carried on because he's just a pure hardcore Geordie. So I always have that thing. So I'm like, I don't need it. Bloody, just bandage on. But then we run up the pitch. And
I'm there.
You're in the crowd, and I run up the pitch, and I score the last minute winner, and I just celebrate, and I always go to the Gallagher end, and just, even though we've scored at the upper end, but I run down to the Gallagher and I cheer in front of it and start crying. Always have that daydream. I can see it now. It's a Friday night game, which would make no sense for a Friday day of the Premier League because it's always on a Sunday, but it's a Friday night game. It's the lights, and I always see it. I can hear the noise. I can hear the pass, block it. On the edge, and I run down, I can just see it, and it's always, for whatever reason, it's the Blue Northern Rock sponsor shirt. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, I love my little daydreams. I always do it on the way to work, and I've made my handlebars turny, so like the grips don't stay in anymore. They constantly do that, move forward.
Yeah.
And I was daydreaming shitloads this week on the way to work, and I've crashed so many times.
See, I don't get a chance to daydream. Plus, I don't daydream. I'm weird that way. I don't really have them thoughts.
Well, I don't know if you're weird that way. I think you're not the one pretending to score last minute.
That is true. That is true.
Sometimes I'll see something. I'll see a man go into a baguette shop with a certain shirt, and then a daydream will just ensue. Like it will just come. Like I won't even start processing it. It will just happen because I've seen one thing.
No, I'm not like that at all.
Every time I go past Dixon's chimney, I always pretend that's always a web slinging one. Just get to the top of there, and that takes me right around the corner. And next thing you know, I'm at like what's the Aldi or whatever it is there. Uh-huh. I'm always there after that daydream. I'm like, fucking hell, it's a mint. It's a mint way at past time. That was my nephew coughing, not some kid we've kidnapped.
Which way do you go? Why do you go past Aldi?
Because the way, so I come past, obviously the big hill, past the hospital, and I can either go through town or I can go past the post office and the swimming pool. Yeah. I think it's 6 and 2 frees, as people say, which for years I didn't understand why that was a saying.
Why?
Because I was being a fucking mong. 6 and 2 frees. It's the basic saying it's 6 either way you go.
Yeah.
For me, I was thinking, why did people say 6 and 2 frees? Not realising 3 plus 3 is 6. Fucking absolute artard. Complete and utter fucking idiot. That was like a year ago. Revelation. Yeah, whatever the word is. Yeah, whatever that word is. That was like a year ago, mate. So dense. Oh yeah, I'm really dense.
Cause you got Pokemon on the brain.
Yeah, you have, mate. I fucking have. Fucking nonsense going about. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, that's my thoughts.
Like I say, I don't really do thoughts. I just get up, go to work, deliver, go home, food, well, shower, food, TV if I can, Xbox if I can, or PlayStation, and then bed.
Yeah, well, to be fair, on paper, I pretty much do the same shit. I always love it. I think it's because I get so bored of normal, mundane life. Like what you've just said there, if I was doing that, a lot of them parts are boring. Just going to work, just driving to work. So I love to just fill in the middle bits with. It's like if I'm doing something and I'm on my own for like an hour at work and I'm mixing whatever, that's it. In we come. Let's make up some weird shit in my head.
See, I'm all like, with being a truck driver, it's different. Because you've got to be on your ball.
Yeah, because you're driving around in a big fucking bit of metal.
You've got to have eyeballs everywhere.
No, it makes sense.
So, I don't have time to like drift away.
Yeah. Ideally, you are not drifting away.
I do go into my zones where it's just a typical.
Yeah, autopilot.
Yeah,
cruise control. I think most people do that.
But I'm still aware of my surroundings and shit.
Yeah, because your body or whatever's doing the autopilot shit of a little bit of steering or whatever it is you're doing, and your body's sort of going to its thingy mode. But if anything happens, you know you're there, functioning, ready to go. Yeah. So it's like just like I said when you sat chilling at home or about to go to bed, because I fucking hate falling asleep. But I always not always. Quite often I lay in bed and I always think about how weird it is that I'm just laying here waiting until I go to sleep. And I just start thinking that.
I don't do that. I don't just go to bed and then just that's it. That's me done. I go to bed. I scroll through my phone for about 10-15 minutes, and then I switch off and go to bed. Because
Laura's the same. She gets to bed straight on TikTok and shit. I can't do that. I can't go because I find not always like when I'm sat having a dump or morning fag. I love to scroll through the phone, but I get so bored of it so easy. Scrolling through the phone, like I love if I'm doing a shower or getting ready for something or whatever, or if I'm just chilling, it's usually a video one and then put that in the background.
See, it's where on the night it's mostly when I find our stories because obviously,
you're working.
Yeah, obviously with working and driving and getting back, shower, food.
Well, no, that makes sense.
It's very rare I'm on the phone.
Yeah, so I can't.
10-15 minutes. In bed is not really much to be
fair. It's the same when we go to cinema and obviously you have a script follow through the trailers and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll sit like I did it today and I'll just sit and watch even adverts for shit I don't give a fuck about, like the new Samsung phone or a new BMW that's coming out, and I'll just sit and I'm pure sort of engaged. As much as I got sick of seeing this advert, I'm like,
how many worse than the fucking cat adverts?
Soon we'll be saying when didn't cats have hats? Or some shit it says. Like I said, when you're having a fag and all that kind of shit, everybody scrolls through the phone. I'm not sitting there saying they don't. Everybody's slightly addicted to their phone, 110%.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, because Laura says when she's going through TikTok, it's the dopamine hit of the quick next. But that's what starts to bore me. I do it 3 or 4 times, see some cool Transformer edit, then I'm like, I need a podcast on. I get bored of the next. Like, I don't scroll through Instagram and I don't scroll through Facebook. You know when people say, "Oh, you see it on Facebook?" I'm thinking, nah, I don't scroll.
It's very rare I'm on Facebook. Like I said, I do go on Instagram because that's where I find some stories, and also X is where I find a lot of news stuff as well.
Still to this day, I've never used Twitter properly. I just upload links. That's it. I've never ever used Twitter.
But I do have my odd swipe on TikTok because it was only last year I only really got into it, didn't I?
Snap, mate. I always thought it was just for nonsense.
So and you fucking get some weird shit. Even though you try and avoid it, you always seem to end up or get sucked in to this fucking sex scene, and you're like, fuck off. So you gotta like fucking
thingy.
Your algorithm
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Resetted.
If anyone was to find my phone, they definitely would think I was a 6-year-old. It's just, like I said, it's Spider-Man edits and it's guys spewing.
Oh, I think mine's not that bad. Mine, well, obviously, you know, I'm obsessed with food at the minute.
So yours are a lot of chef
it's
stuff.
food, cars, wagons, music.
Well, it's just shit you love. It's your algorithm.
And then I'll go fucking roast them and some fucking, look at these titties. I'm like, will you fuck off?
Look at these titties.
Because was it last week or week before? There was a, I don't know how they got through, but you saw the whole lot. She was head to toe.
Who was?
Whoever this fucking was posted on TikTok.
A girl on TikTok?
They managed to get through the wall. I don't know how.
And she was uploading her own, what, like an OnlyFans porn thing?
Yeah.
Oh. The fuck knows.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fucking clue. I'm assuming it's hard to, because the amount of TikTok videos that probably get uploaded, I don't know, because I know YouTube, a lot of them are sieved through by people. That's how they can, like, copyright or age restrict them straight away. I don't know if it's the same for TikTok, because I can only imagine how many videos uploaded every minute on TikTok. So maybe it's hard to, I don't know. Unless they've got an AI system that sets up what...
It got through somehow, and there was quite a few videos.
I tell you when I am actually really bad on my phone, like super bad. When I've got a bet on a footy match, like Juventus might be playing Lazio. Fuck me every 2 seconds. What's the stats? What's the score? They've had 2 corners. Okay. What's the stat? I'm constantly checking the stats of a footy game. Constantly.
Yeah, it's different though, because you've got a bet on, and you want your team, whatever you pick, to win.
Yeah. Because she'll get sick of that, because every 2 minutes, okay, they've got more possession. Oh, shot on target. Okay, I think there might be a penalty decision here. That's quite bad.
When Liverpool playing?
Liverpool are playing Sunday against Chelsea.
We could win that.
I've got you. We play a little game called Tipped at Work, where you predict all the outcomes of every game. And I've got Liverpool to beat Chelsea.
Yeah, I'd say 1-0.
This season, I'm saying a bit more than that. I'm going to say 3-1.
Really?
Yeah. Liverpool have only lost once, and they've only conceded 2 goals in 7 games in the Premier League. That's fucking phenomenal.
Liverpool fair.
Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, that's my ramblings of an absolute insane madman, sir.
Well, yeah, my ramblings are a bit more norm.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm busy.
Not a freak.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Everyone's a freak at some point, aren't they?
I always describe you as just a regular bloke. When little Richie Rich first meets him, what's Chris like? He's literally just a regular bloke. He just quiet, keeps on himself. He likes car stuff. If you ask him something, he'll speak to you, but he's happy to just chill. That's the best way to describe it.
I can't really say no to that one.
Whereas if people say, "Oh, what's
you're
that
the
like?"
complete opposite.
They would say, "Have you ever seen a ball of retardedness, like an elastic band ball?" I always imagine it's that, and it's just he might say something weird, he might say something inappropriate, he might say something stupidly dumb, like when is the door on and off. He cries over shit, and he really loves Spider-Man. He may get you locked up. Not for like actual criminal reasons, just for
playing Pokemon. Force you to play Pokemon.
Yeah, force you to play Pokemon. I always imagine. We're very yin and yang. That's why I quite like it. That's why I can't wait. When we go to our weekend next week. Obviously, you know, little Richie. He probably likes you. Know, he's probably smitten by you.
Why?
I really like Chris. Cool as fucking new. Chris Ayres won't hang out. It's cool as shit. You'll love lovely Phil. Like I said, it's his nickname. But we've got on our little game I just mentioned. We've got all nicknames of taking the piss out of people, like this tiny cock and crackhead and all this shit. And Phil is literally his name. Just love you, Phil. Just hey, thank you. He's such a fucking sweet guy. He's so adorable. I always describe when I'm speaking to him as Phil, you're the only person that you could come to my house, smash everything up, kill me dog, batter my mum, and I'd say, oh, thank you for that, Phil, have a lovely day. He's the only person in the world I could ever, every morning, there's your coffee down. Like, so lovely. But yeah, he's a big old giant. I've watched him hit a punch bag machine and make the machine wobble, and I was like...
So do you like the big guy off the Green Mile?
Yeah, 110%. Like, if he were to hit you, which would be, it would cause him...
My teeth would be in the back of my head.
Yeah, it would be through your head. But fuck me, you would have to poke him for fucking donkeys to get a reaction. He's like so chilled and relaxed and just... But like I said, I watched him hit that punch bag machine, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Live lovely, Phil. Jesus Christ. But yeah, you'll adore him anyway. I'm hoping he gets really shit scared next weekend. Scared of spiders, probably bad. We were sat doing some stuff at the conveyor machine, and I took it to the end and went, "Oh, spider!" I was like, "Oh." He's not really there's my thingy. So yeah. Oh, I know you'll see him before anyway because he's going to come with Venom with us at midnight release.
Venom.
Yeah, so that'd be all right. He's very much like you anyway. He's nice and quiet, so it'll be me. It'll be used to probably looking at him going, "Yeah, so you deal with it at work, and I deal with it in real life. You deal with we deal with this shit." So it's fuck off.
Yeah, Laura's got you the rest of the time.
Yes, she does. She's but apparently Laura says a lot of introverts. I don't know if you class yourself as an introvert.
I'm an introvert, definitely.
She said apparently there's a real thing where a lot of introverts will cling on to an extrovert because it's their because every introvert needs a little bit of extrovert shenanigans every now and then. So they'll find a person that's very extrovert and they'll get their extrovert.
To be fair, I don't think she's wrong. I have opened my eyes with you.
What, doggy? Yeah. She said because she says it's the same for her. When we're out and about, I'm enough extrovert for her to get her extrovert charge and go, that's it.
Yeah. I get where she comes from.
Oh, man. I can just love it. How badass are we, right? We're the only people that will think this is badass, but I think I'm a genuine, on the lines of 50 Cent and Tupac. This is how gangster me and Chris are. We walk into the cinema and our cup's already getting put under the milkshake machine. That's how gangster we are, mate. Don't get us wrong, if we took that to the hood and we said to 50 and Eminem and all that, they would say, well, we've changed, we've shot people, we've done hood shit. We're like, yes, well, we get our milkshakes straight away. We are the whitest gangsters, mate.
We are.
I thought that was so cool.
We
he saw us coming in, he's like...
We are.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
We need to fucking get our own card and our own special seats to have our plaques on.
Yeah, we have to have a little
But
balcony.
then again, we're going to have to move seats every fucking screen.
I suppose, yeah. They should just have a balcony at every screen for just me and you. And we could just look down and be like, pilgrims, peasants, we've come here for years, every week. Scram.
We have to, haven't we?
Oh, constantly. Like Norman, who you met for Dune, and he said, I've been at the cinema more times than that year than he had his entire life. I can't help it, and it's kind of scary though because I'm sure after Venom and Gladiator, I'm fairly confident there's fuck all till Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. I was looking at the schedule yesterday, and then after that, Sonic. There's like a gap of like 3 or 4 weeks where there's nothing. I could be wrong. There might be something in there where you're like, oh no, I want to watch that.
Well, we can fit things in there because I've still got to watch The Joker. I've still got to watch Smile.
Yeah.
So we can fit shit in.
Yeah. 100%.
Like I say, I've booked. God knows how many Fridays I've got left on holidays, so I've booked most of all that off.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if Gladiator falls directly after Venom. I know it's not miles away from it, but yeah. So so maybe on that on that weekend that we have free at some point, whatever's still running, we can say that's still running. You want to check that out? Yeah, we can play it that way. That works for me. And if there is something new or something else or something old that's come out like a Terminator or a Predator or whatever, we can maybe go do that. I don't know why it's a Predator. I don't think Predator's coming back. But you know what I mean? Because they had a list of, didn't they, of shit that's still coming out and stuff.
yeah.
So we can still do that. Yeah. Anyway, we'll end it there because Chris wants to bed and I'm going to chill out for a bit. What time is it? That's only 11 o'clock. Oh, nearly said that. That's more of the ramblings of the madman. Woo!
The madman.
I'm really sweating now.
You're always sweating.
Yeah, I'm so disgusting. Give Hugh ground, he's wagging his tail. I fucking love dogs.
He's my friend.
I mean, I hate that dog, but I love it.
Tax me when I come in, but he's my friend after that.
He's your fucking pal. Remember that time after fuck knows you, obviously a year or so of knowing him, you come around once in high vis.
Yes.
And he was like,
To be fair, I think he could smell not me, but it was whatever I was wearing.
Yeah, it was still weird because
it was rubbish and shit.
He was nudging towards you because he recognised the face, but everything else was like setting his alarm bells off, and it's like
the smell wasn't there. I was like, I know you, but you don't smell right.
Are you sure you're you? Are you sure? Yeah, it is me. It's not. Were you sure? It's it's weird as
So
fuck.
at least you know it comes to my rescue when I cough and fall over.
Yeah, I'll never forget that day when you keeled over because he runs in fucking 30 seconds too late, sort of looking at me, looking at him, thinking, "Is he all right? I think he's all right. Is he all right?" Just looking at him, not alarming anybody or not fucking at least ringing a bell somewhere, mate.
Just wake me. I felt so. I know what Laura feels like when wake up to you in front of me. Like,
whoa. Yeah, but like I said, that was still because it went from one coughing
How
fit.
weird! I remember standing here coughing, and then I just wake up, you over my head. It's like,
yeah, hold your hands. Going, you're all right. You're all right. Because it's funny because obviously that's a light piece of shit. The clothes horse. You tried grabbing that yeeted.
I don't remember trying to grab that.
Yeah, because you stumbled back once, and I was like, ha ha ha, coughing fit, and then you went, like you'd been shot, and then you dropped. Luckily, you didn't. It's like I said, I'll give you props for being somebody for passing out and not going like that with your head. You somehow still, like you said, you're like a Pringle. Like,
Pringle.
yeah, because you know like how they're sort of curved. Because your head stayed up, and you sort of, it's like your body instantly knew to just make sure your head doesn't smash. I was like, that's some smart way of falling right there. And he did that and you covered and I'm just holding your hand. You're all right. So you eventually went, I'm all right. Right? And it was just, I was like, what the fuck? That was mental because you're still recovering from that, aren't you? Not the fall, the cough.
But yeah.
It's fucking nuts, that, isn't it? That was one of the weirdest fucking times ever. So should we write an email, Chris? Who should we time to?
It's fucking whooping's cough.
Yeah, it fucked you up like.
It does.
It's been fucking you up to too much. It needs to fuck off. You'll be all right though, because obviously you're leaving the cinema vaping, having to sit down for a sec at the cinema, or you were laughing too much. You was like, "Don't make us laugh," and you can see your vein pop one at the pop. Fucking thinking.
I mean, that's why I stop when I walk. I can't vape because I lose my breathing.
That's why you were stood
outside. That's why I stood outside.
I thought you were just looking about.
Had a couple of vapes.
Jesus Christ! I thought, I was just looking about.
I can't vape when I'm talking now. When I'm walking, sorry.
Also, you won't be able to vape at all. We'll go for our Wanderoonie then.
Oh, I will. I'll have to stop.
Oh, yeah. One second, there's a fucking guy screaming. One second.
Bear with us.
Carry on. Where you fucking going? Jeez Louise.
Yeah. And I can tell in my voice that I'm not the same as well because my voice seems more croaky.
Does it? I don't think I've noticed.
See, like that, I'm finally my balls have dropped.
I've finally become a man. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that day, sir. Yeah, but well, like you said, hopefully fucking New Year's resolution. Let's not start this year off ill.
Well, that is the plan, but I can't really promise anything.
Yeah, it must just be a pain in the ass. Do you suffer it when you get into bed?
No.
So you get to bed, you're fine?
I'm fine.
So it just sort of comes and goes when it wants?
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. And have you Googled that? It's normal to last this long?
It's a viral thing. It is meant to last a couple of months, but I've had it longer.
Fucking hell, I want to say at least bare
it's
minimum
meant to
6.
be 100. It's called a 100-day cough.
Yeah, bare minimum. You've had that half a year.
I've had it most of the year.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, 100%.
I think since April I've had it.
You might be right. Fuck. Because did you not say somebody else had it?
Dave.
Yeah.
Nuska started off with it.
Yeah, I feel like you said your sister or something.
And then my niece had it for a little bit. Dave had it bad. Obviously I caught it off them.
Bastards, yeah. Luckily, the only time, I don't know if it was COVID, I hope it wasn't, the only time I'm in Gary was Deadpool Wolverine Midnight Release. That's the only time. Like I said, I'm rarely ever fucking ill because of all the dirt I eat. You're a dirt child. That was horrible. That was definitely God punishing me for something. I get proper gammy. The second we're about to get Midnight Release of Deadpool Wolverine, sat through the film and I'm like, fucking horrible. Because unfortunately, I think Laura's gammy again now, so I'm going to go around Sunday and annoy the shit out of her.
I was a problem child when I was younger, though.
What the fuck? Oh, you mean illness?
Illness-wise.
Problem child usually means
no.
Little cunt.
No, I was ill a lot when I was younger. I was always in and out of hospital.
Wait, shouldn't that mean you have a better immune system?
You'd think so.
Yeah, because you used to fight shit.
I'm used to fucking being injected by shit and fucking whatever else.
I don't know.
But
you take it like a champ. The best thing about being mates, because I want the same to happen to me, is when you're severely ill or hurt, it's just instant funny.
Like elephant face.
Yeah, that was one of the best. Honestly, you looked like you had a genuine stroke, and my instant reaction.
It was fucking Maya. Oh, fuck! I forgot the name of it.
I can't. Myasthenia.
No.
Micropenis.
Myasthenia.
And that's a form of stroke.
It's a form of stroke because Anushka suffers with it as well, but she's got the major version.
Wait, so can you get it again?
I don't know.
Because that was always mad when you come because you're poor. Oh yeah.
I just woke up with it.
Yeah, because then you have you had the jab, didn't you? And then that happened. Is that right? Did you not have the COVID vaccine?
No.
No.
The jab. When I first got my jab, that fucking killed me off. I almost killed me, to be fair.
Did it really? Was it that bad?
Oh yeah. I couldn't. I
remember you being gammy.
I had no energy. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't drink. I lost a lot of weight. I couldn't even walk. Fucking from here to the TV without looking.
Yeah, I remember you being proper because I did. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks of podcasting on my own.
And I was off work for at least a month. It proper killed me. Because it was AstraZeneca, and the day I got the jab was the day they announced that anyone in their 30s wasn't allowed to get AstraZeneca anymore because it was killing certain people, a certain age group.
Jesus Christ! I don't even know which one I got.
So I think I was on the verge of death. I don't know how the fuck I kept going.
Fucking hell, man! Hey, fair play to you for tanking through it. Jesus Christ. I was up because I only had one jab. I never got the booster. I don't know if that means
I got 2. They wanted me to get more. Well, obviously, we've been epileptic. They're saying I was critical. That's why I was quite.
Really, because of epilepsy?
Yeah, so that's why I managed to get mine early.
Oh.
And I didn't. Like I said, with the first one killing me off, the second one, it wasn't too bad, but I still felt a bit.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember getting mine done, thinking, right, here we go. I'm gonna have a few days of minginess and an absolute right red. No,
because I was at work, and I said, look, I need to go and get my jab. So I was on the van. I parked near the baths, walked to Boots, got my jab, walked back to my van, did my run, and it was on the way back. That's why I started feeling shit and gammy, and so I pulled over to the toilet. I pulled off the motorway because I felt so bad. Went on the back road, pulled over, and I ended up sleeping in the van for 3.5 hours.
Wait, thinking, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. What a weird time we lived through.
Oh, I know.
I remember about my jab because the nurse, first of all, she picked up the wrong needle. Then second, she forgot which arm it was. And I remember looking around thinking, am I in a fucking sitcom here? She was like, oh, no, it's this one. And she went to do it. She cleaned my arm and she went, no, the other one. I was like,
where did you go?
Kingstown somewhere.
Kingstown?
It was, you went past Sainsbury's and then somewhere. So I just turned up at a room, someone stabbed me and I left. that was literally it. Yeah, we definitely went over the bridge and then left at the pub. It was
bridge?
The Stanley's Bridge.
Oh, yes, I.
And then go up.
Turn left at the pub.
Pub's there, and then somewhere up there. Fuck knows.
Unless you went to the community centre.
Yeah, some shit like that. No, it was fucking fine. Weird.
At least I went to Boots. They got a pharmacy in there. You just went to a hall.
People, I went to. Why did I go to the church at once? Was that just for a test? They never stabbed me out in the church. I just had to go to the church for some shit, and there was a queue of people at the church. The one in town.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the fuck that was. Because Newcastle were playing Liverpool at the time, and I sat there with the phone and thinking, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Because I just wanted to sit and watch that. It was pissing me off.
I say both times I went to Boots.
It sounds weird going to Boots for your medical shit. I know they do medical shit, but it's usually where they're just selling makeup and stuff to me.
Yeah, I see there is a little small pharmacy upstairs.
Yeah, it sounds like a mad place. COVID, what a time.
I know.
Well, we'll end it there, visuals. That's the hour mark, and we'll get to bed, we'll chill out, and then next weekend. It's going to be fucking epic. I will say, keep being you on, keep on keeping on. Don't be Chris and have strokes and fucking whoopings and fucking.
Yeah, just don't be me.
Just don't be Christ.
Don't be me. You just You just be you, and
you just be you.
You just
eat your greens, drink water.
Yeah, basically. Well, you don't, but
nope.
Take advice from somebody who doesn't do it.
Yeah, I feel like God's like, how is this fucking not dead? How is he not fucking dead? And I'm sat there doing everything humans aren't supposed to do. He's looking, how has he found immortality?
Yeah, but just.
He's done it. You've put it on my head. You've put it. Just keep swimming. Just you fucking put it on my head. Fuck.
Just keep just keep living.
Keep living.
Try not to die. Get your 20-minute walk a day for anxiety and shit, as we found out in the cinema.
Yeah, nature, 20 minutes.
Get yourself into the outside world, preferably on a footpath and not a random field, because you will get ruled by a bull or shot by the farmer.
Bukkake farmer.
And respect the nature and other people's property, and live one with nature.
Go naked, be a hippie.
Well, as long as you don't do it around children, you'll be all right.
Gotta be 20 feet from a school.
Yeah. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Fuck's